I want to talk to you today about two men that I met while in law school. The first was during my 2L winter term. Our class was split up in about 4 or 5 different groups, and we were partnered with different organizations throughout the Greensboro community, just doing some amazing things for people in this community. I was in the group that went with the Greensboro Housing Coalition, and essentially what we were trying to do was work around some new legislation in the state that would have severely affected tenants' rights against their landlords. So we went out, we made a trip to some of these houses that would have been affected, and it was an eye-opening experience. We saw some just very, very poor living conditions. These tenants had no idea that they had rights to have some of these things remedied. And even if they did, they wouldn't have any way to enforce those rights. And so we're all standing there, there's kind of a break in action, and one of the ladies with the coalition said, my son wants to be a lawyer one day. And there was a city inspector out there, and he said, I hope he likes money and loves to argue. And that really stung me. I was looking around and thinking, well, wait a second here. This must just be something that we just say these things. We don't look around. We don't think about what's actually going on, the good that is being done by these attorneys who are so evil. The second man is my personal favorite. I may name my firstborn son after this guy. I was introduced to him, and I was introduced as Jake, someone who goes to law school. And we extend hands to shake hands, and this man, the first thing he says, not what his name is, not nice to meet you, he says, great, that's just what this world needs is another lawyer. So I'm a fairly reasonable man. I felt like my instinct was that any of you would have had, which was, of course, to break his hand, elbow him in the head, and grab his throat. But I didn't think that would bode well for my credibility when I spoke to you today. So what I said was the only thing that I could think of at that moment. I just said, yeah, it's funny, everyone hates lawyers until they need one. And it's so true. Look, I don't know why this culture exists today, but it does. And it's a sad thing. I'm not sure that we can ever necessarily change it. And other than what I'm telling you today, I'm not sure that we need to talk about it. I think we need to allow our actions to break this stereotype, to break this mold, to show, hey, no, that's not us. That's not us. The world needs to hear about this class right here. Ladies and gentlemen, the members of this class of 2013, if there are more people born into this world that does the things that they do, that sentiment that exists will continue to make less and less sense as time goes on. And maybe one day people will say, you know what, this world does need another lawyer, and they'll mean it.